the ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." This is the cave of regret. Fear would not allow hope to find a perch here. You must not lose hope, or you too will turn forlorn. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. The forest, the campfire will light the way. Find those who are lost. Bring embers to the fire. There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Travel wisely. Return if you have lost your way. The stranger seemed troubled. I ran away from those birds, but I can't find the end. The forest king offered me a feather. Maybe I should just take it. The stranger muttered, "Another lanthorn player. Well, I'm not falling for that again." Ember found a lost message. I cannot move on, but I can protect others. We would be comfortable here, happy one day. A shadow moved in the distance. Ember hoped that it was a trick of the light. The stranger whispered, "Seen one just like you around here. Creepy that one is. Peeping out, watching you." "Yeah, watching you. Specifically you." creature's body slithered between the rocks, seeming to never end. The creature's body slithered between the rocks, seeming to never end. The creature's body slithered between the rocks, seeming to never end. The stranger whispered, "I'm so tired. Do you know the way?" Inside was a scrap of journal. A rusty bucket rattles in the depths, a meddler from a bygone time. They want to be helpful, piecing together the wood and the gears. I ensure they do not see what they build. The stranger spoke simply. "Thank you." Terror gripped Ember suddenly. Fear overwhelmed them. The splintered plank was all that remained of Ember's boat. They sat for a moment and despaired. Perhaps the Forest King was right. There was no hope here. A discarded builder robot. The poor thing was rusted in place. The builder's thoughts were stuck in a loop. Turning slowly to rust, only the echoes for company. Disconnected gears in their head turning round and round. Each unshared moment went the same. Lost and uncared for was a dim glow. The years of loneliness had warped the builder's feelings. Perhaps they should be alone. Time spent with others felt like a false memory. The soundless days measured piece by piece. Who's there? I can't see. It's dark, I'm ever so afraid. Keep talking to me, please. Aye. The feathered ones did this to you. It's been so long since I've seen anyone. Since I've talked to anyone. I can feel the warmth of the sun on it. An outside place. It's okay if you don't want to help. But it would be so nice to see what you look like. It was wonderful to meet you. Don't forget me, please. The others never came back. The Wanderer's Diary. No more lanthorn tunes, no more confrontation. Hazy faces put aside, none need face the end. The builder took a moment as they tried to focus their eye on the small blue figure in front of them. So that's what you look like. I don't know what I expected, but you have a kind face. Sorry, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just been so long since I've seen anyone. I've never been good at talking to others. You seem different somehow. Wait, how did you get here? Oh, that's unfortunate. You'll be stuck here without a... Builder seemed to have an idea. You know, maybe I can help you. This is so exciting. This is what I was made for. It's been so long since I made something for someone. Ember watched in amazement. Could I get your input for a moment? The scraps of broken wood and metal were being transformed. Could I get your input for a moment? Whatever the builder was making was nearly ready. I really hope you like it. Sorry, it's a bit rough around the edges. It's, definitely seaworthy. You hate it, don't you? Ember stood in stunned silence. That is such relief. Really warms my pistons. I'm so happy. Oh no. I'm not... Oh, that's very kind of you. Truly, I would if I could. But if you see any others, perhaps ask them to visit the builder. Ember would come back if they could. Perhaps the builder just needed more time. Oh, hello again. Hope you're doing okay. It's so nice to have my eye again. The caves, just as I remembered. The dank, the gloom. The grey walls, the grey floors, the darkness closing in. Home. Just make every single one the same, they said. A boat is a boat. They actually said that to me. A boat building robot. Imagine their faces when I made my first duck boat. A boat is a boat. How about duck boat? Their faces. What it means to have my sight returned. To finally watch the sunset again. I've never seen the sun set in this dark cave, but I could. I'm not good with others, but perhaps I should have known not to trust the birds. They're always so mean and cruel, and perhaps that should have been a hint. The snake is misunderstood by everyone. Their heart is good. They're just a giant metal snake drawn to the light, destroying everything in their path. Why are people so quick to judge that giant reptile? Don't forget me. It was so nice to meet you. The boat was a little unconventional, but Ember already loved it. Tremendous, terrifying shape slithered from the shadows. The snake's body coiled around the forlorn like a scaly shield. Ember found the Wanderer's diary. In a forgotten clearing, I meet a stranger, but they do not respond. Motionless, their body all rock and cold. What has happened? The stranger looked at Ember with relief. I tried to go back, but I just went nowhere. Time to go forward, I think. The light acted as a beacon, drawing the snake away from the forlorn. Ember swallowed their fear, feeling tiny before the enormous serpent. The forlorn was released from the coil of the snake's body. The stranger seemed grateful. I think I have to choose for myself. Amber uncovered a journal entry. I find another encased by stone. I feel their mutterings, whispers under my skin. They are forlorn. They cannot find home. It is terrifying. Ember felt pity for the skeleton, without a flower to mark their grave. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. The forlorn have entered my dreams, their accusing voices inescapable. The stranger looked around fearfully. I stayed in the nest too long. The spindle was missing a handle, so Ember couldn't turn it. A tremendous, terrifying shape slithered from the shadows. The snake's body coiled around the forlorn like a scaly shield. Ember found a scrap of journal. I kneel in the damp. Tiny stones pierce my knees. The mud soaks. Lost. Too tired to sleep. I will not be stone. Written inside was the wanderer's journal. Damn the water, scuttle the boats. This will be our new home. We will stay in our nest forever. With tears, the stranger said, "You have reminded me, friend. The beacon." The light acted as a beacon, drawing the snake away from the forlorn. Ember swallowed their fear, feeling tiny before the enormous serpent. The forlorn was released from the coil of the snake's body. The stranger looked at their hands tearfully. I had forgotten how warm it feels, just being. The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead. Your journey is nearing its end, little one. You have cleared a path for others to follow. I will guide them after you have gone. Only the Forest King knows where the final campfire sleeps. Ask them your questions. Know that if you return here, you will always be welcome. Gently the stranger said, "Love survives us all in the end." The ember spoke hesitantly. Nothing is endless. Nothing. The stranger said thoughtfully, "I needed better friends. I can see that now." The stranger spoke simply, "Thank you." The stranger spoke, "Please take care of yourself, friend." The stranger thought, "Most things I worry about will never happen." The stranger spoke, "Please take care of yourself, friend." Gratefully the ember said, "I felt so trapped for such a long time." The taste of fresh air was welcoming as Ember left the caves behind. The forlorn was different. Their gentle music filled Ember's thoughts. They sang. I was Ember. I was bird. I was forlorn. None were my true self. I will not go back to flame nor feather. I will find another way. Ember understood and let them be. Something was wrong. Ember could feel it. It was quiet. All the birds had gone. There you are. You've done this. The king is gone. Gone. What did you do? Telling lies, being tricksy? We had no troubles till this one. The king is dead. Dead. They'll be coming for us now, all of them. Who looks after us now? What does we do? I'm not a real bird, just wearing bird clothes. They're not even a real bird. Who look after them now? Inside was a secret diary entry. This is the promised home. I have nothing to resolve. Close the gates, keep all lost souls safe. Chains and pulleys in the base of the chair. It didn't feel real. The Forest King wasn't real. Broken boats were scattered on the water. The ghost spoke. Brave little one, few have made this journey. This is the last campfire. Your path ahead is clear. What you do now is yours to decide. This is the end of the path. You have helped all who can be helped. It is time to complete your own journey. A boat lies waiting, but it belongs to another. Their path was not so straight as yours. Seek them out before you move on. In the clearing, Ember hoped to find answers. Behind the Forest King's puppetry was the wanderer in the red cloak. The stranger spoke. Why didn't you stop? Why not stay safe in the nest I made? Don't you see? This is all there is, just the end. What hope can there be in that? The stranger had dropped their mask. Ember knew they spoke the truth. The path goes nowhere, but we sail on regardless, slipping beyond the horizon, one after the other. I couldn't bear it. In the end, I destroyed the boats. What have I done? Slowly, the stranger withdrew. I wanted to be a lighthouse for others. How do you save others once your light has gone out? The wanderer's thoughts had become twisted. Hiding every day behind a mask. Watching hopeful little ones arrive endlessly. knowing the empty path that lay ahead. Inside their dim light was a hidden pain. They had watched those they care for turn forlorn. They had locked their hope away, tried to protect it. And Ember's actions had seemed a distorted mirror. The Wanderer searched for words. When I reached this place, I could see the truth. This is all that there is. There is nothing that comes after. How do you face that? I'm not ready. I turned back, tried to stop the others. Built a little nest. What a mess that was. You hope, you try, you fail, and then nothing more. I thought I was saving them, that they would lose hope if they knew. But without an end, they lost hope anyway. The Wanderer took a breath. I thought it would lead somewhere, mean something. Ember paused. So many places the path had taken them, so many others whose paths had crossed their own. After everything I've done, I don't deserve to move on. Only my boat remains. Take my oar. Finish your journey. Leave this place. Ember knew the end lay ahead. Were they any more ready than the Wanderer? There is a place where the lost embers go as the light begins to fade.